In this video, we are doing a driving vlogging tour. Today we are in South Tacoma, west of the freeway.
That's right, and that includes streets like South Oaks, South Tacoma WA, South Orchard, and of course the streets that run east to west, South 38, South 56, down to South 74th Street.
Tacoma Boulevard.
Correct.
It's a big one.
Yep.
So we're gonna get that going right now. What's up, everybody? It's Cassandra Lopez with the Living in Tacoma channel, here with my business partner, Darren Rivers.
Good one. Yes, that's me.
If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, tap that little bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video. This channel is all about living in Tacoma. So if you're moving here from out of the area, never been here before, kind of want to know what it's like to live here, be sure to subscribe, tap the bell so you're notified, and share this video with somebody who you might think would benefit from it. Okay, just got off the freeway, I-5 at Tacoma Boulevard.
Yep, and we turn north, so we're heading back up. Tacoma Boulevard is mostly businesses, as you can see. There's, restaurants. That building there on the right is actually a Mexican restaurant. Pro Golf Discount, mattress store, clothing stores. There's a few houses, but not very many. For the most part, it's very much a business district. And then we cross South 48th there, and the Tacoma Mall is right here on the left.
Yeah, pretty much any retail you think you might need is going to be localized in this general vicinity, because around the mall there's tons of little strip malls too that have other things going on.
Oh yeah, for sure. So lots of businesses here. On the right there's an REI, and Red Robin is right there, and Verizon store, and Starbucks, and you name it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to come up to South 38th here, and we're going to make a left. If we were to go straight ahead, you'd run into Costco. But again, this is you can see it's all strip malls. This is all you have right here, with a hodgepodge of every kind of business there is.
Yeah, and traffic gets really bad around here, like during rush hours and stuff.
Yeah, that on and off ramp to the freeway with the mall, it does cause quite a bit of congestion. Just in that immediate area. It doesn't take very long to get out of it, but it does. And then, of course, if your car is dirty,
you make an attempt to go through the car wash.
Which I told her where to go, and, just like most of the time, didn't listen.
Well, in my defense, I had never actually been to this particular Brown Bear before. I've been to plenty other Brown Bear car washes.
Brown Bear is like a chain of car washes. How far do they stretch? Are they all over the place?
All over. I have one of those little, stickers in my windshield, so you just drive through and it scans it, and you don't have to pay at the station. You just, they just charge you monthly or whatever.
Right, but if somebody is from Alabama watching this video, are they going to know what Brown Bear is?
Brown Bear is a car wash.
Well, I guess if you're from Alabama and you're watching this video, now you know.
And the ironic thing is that the mascot is a yellow bear. It's not a brown bear. Right? He's yellow. Hey.
Our next stop is radio. I'm telling you, we're on our way.
Yeah. Details matter.
Wash green.
I don't know if we intended on actually keeping this in the video.
Well, this is a prime place. We got to start saying something really funny, because otherwise people are going to click off.
I know.
Or maybe they'll just fast forward.
That
would be a good one. Yeah. So basically, we're cleaning off the windshield here, and so you'll have a nice clear dash cam video for the rest of the South Tacoma tour.
That was the goal, because my windshield was dirty, and I was thinking to myself that, I have a GoPro mounted to the inside of my windshield, and I was thinking that all it would pick up would be the dirt on the windshield.
Well, now I wonder if they can tell. Oh my God, it's so much more clear.
You guys are gonna have to leave it in the comments. Can you even tell a difference?
And the yellow brown bear was waving goodbye at us.
Yeah.
The yellow brown bear. That's right.
Oh, I had to get out and they put a piece of painter's tape on your back windshield wiper, so it doesn't blow away in the car wash, and so I had to go take it off.
Okay, on with the tour. Again, South 38th.
West.
It's all business. Yeah. All businesses here.
We're heading west away from I-5.
And we're going to go through the site. We're going to make a left on South Tacoma WA. South Tacoma WA gosh, it's a very old street. You'll see part of it coming up where there's some really old buildings, kind of like it used to be its own little separate downtown from the main part of Tacoma 100 years ago when it was literally a horse and carriage to get there. But a lot of car dealerships on South Tacoma Way.
Well, anything car, really. There's a ton of detailers and like aftermarket shops and auto repair shops.
Yes.
Everything is just like kind of centralized down here.
Yeah, that's true. It's a car service kind of area with other stuff involved, obviously, but there's a lot of that.
So this is kind of getting into like the little old town, old horse and buggy downtown Tacoma used to look like.
Yep. So there's some little retail places. There's some little bars. No real nice clubs, so to speak. I mean, they're really like traditional taverns.
Well, so one distinction I'm seeing in this versus like Tacoma Mall Boulevard, where it was all the national retail chains, is down in that little downtown section. There was a lot of like mom and pop shops. So I'm thinking like it's way cheaper to lease right in there, and so the mom and pop shops can afford it, whereas they can't afford, where a national chain might be able to afford a commercial lease. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Total rhetoric has no bearing whatsoever on this tour.
But what this does show you is South Tacoma, as far as services, goods and services, there's a plethora around, and you don't have to go very far. If you want to go to their storefront, it's not far away, or if you need services to come to you for whatever reason, they're not far away.
Well, and everybody is signed up with like Uber Eats or DoorDash or one of these things, and so really you probably could get away with not even leaving your house if you needed something.
So we just turned on South 74th, and we are heading further west, and we're going to go to the western edge of the city here. It becomes more residential, as you can see. This is very much a main thoroughfare, though. So there's not many homes where the driveways are actually on this street, but if you turn off one of these little side streets, the houses start right there.
Big school on the left.
Yep, that's Mount Tahoma High School there on the left, which was rebuilt. Well, it was in a different location just a few years ago, and then they built a brand new school a couple blocks away, which is now where it's at there. And,
Mount Tahoma in Tacoma.
Mount Tahoma in Tacoma.
There you go.
So we just made a right on South Orchard, and we're heading north.
South Orchard's a big arterial. It's got an exit off the freeway.
It's got an exit off the freeway off Highway 16, and it's a great way for you to get down to Lakewood and University Place from up north in Tacoma.
Yeah. Which would be the other direction. We're not headed in that direction right now. We're headed north.
And this is for the most part, I mean, the city line zigzags a little bit here and there, but for the most part, this is the western border of South Tacoma. So on our left would be University Place and Fircrest, and on the right is the city of Tacoma.
Yeah, just kind of like the unofficial geographic marker. But it matters, like municipalities and stuff are all different.
School districts.
Yeah, one side of the road versus the other.
Who your utilities are, all sorts of stuff.
Kind of newer track homes on the left.
Yep, and that's not City of Tacoma on the left.
Yeah.
That's University Place. And on the right, it's more apartments on South Orchard here.
On the Tacoma side. Yeah. It's always interesting.
Yeah, that's sometimes people don't like to look out their backyard and see a 400-unit apartment building.
Yeah, or, smell what their neighbor's cooking for dinner. Some people like a little larger lot and a little more space.
So we're going to be finishing up here on South Orchard here soon, climbing up this little hill. Actually, on the right is the city dump. So you're talking about smell. It's behind all those apartments, but it's there very close on the right is where the city dump is. And we're coming up into Center Street. We're going to make a right on Center Street. And Center Street is, apropos, it's geographically kind of the center dividing north and south. Now, If you go north of here, it's not considered North Tacoma yet. It's very much considered Central Tacoma. North Tacoma doesn't really start until you get on the other side of 6th Avenue. But Center Street is really the dividing line between the geographic north and south parts of Tacoma. So obviously, if you were to turn right and head south, you're absolutely in South Tacoma.
I got turned around. What word are we on now?
We are on Center Street.
Center Street. We were just talking about that. I was like listening to you talk about that, and then I'm like, where are we? I knew that too.
This is how our normal conversations go, even when the camera's and the microphone's not on.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. So we turned on South Tyler. So we're heading south on South Tyler, and this just gets into it. Even though it's a kind of a main thoroughfare, it's a very well-traveled road from north to south, as you can see. Not many lights, so cars like to use it. But it's all residential. There's no commercial or anything up and down this, hardly at all. It's just houses with lots of little streets heading off to lots of little neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm. So like a 35 or a 40 mile an hour zone probably.
Yeah, which unfortunately people can go a lot faster. You can see no stop signs, no lights, no real traffic. And so at night, you get people could really get cruising down this.
I could definitely concur. So we're going to be taking a left up here.
Yes, I think we're going to turn left on South 56th Street.
Okay. Yeah, that takes us kind of back towards the mall a little bit.
Yeah, we're
Like
south of the mall, but we're heading back towards I-5, heading back towards Tacoma Mall Boulevard where we started.
So if you're on the freeway, there's South 38th, which is the main exit for the mall, and then the one right after that is South 56th, which...
That's what this street is.
Right, this street, and it kind of, like, you circle back to the mall.
Right.
It's still really heavily in the shopping district, though.
And if you remember a few minutes ago, we were going down South Tacoma WA. We just are crossing it right here, or we're sitting at the stop sign for it. This is South Tacoma WA.
Where all that little old-timey town horse and buggy shops were.
Yeah, so South 56, you can see some houses, some businesses, some churches.
A lot of mixed use going on.
And we're heading back east towards I-5.
So if you were to live, on this, obviously, this is a ton of traffic, so, expect a noise and that sort of thing.
Yep. And we just turned right on South Oak Street. So this is just, this is maybe 8 or 9 blocks off the freeway. So you don't hear the freeway noise over here, but you're really close. If you're a commuter and you need to get on the freeway to head to Seattle or go south towards Joint Base Lewis McChord, you're literally, a minute from the freeway. And then we just turned over here on South 64th. This just to give you an idea of what the real neighborhoods look like when you're off those main thoroughfares. There's just these little streets and houses all over the place. And right here on the park is, on the left is a community park. There's a school on the right. It's just a residential area. And then you climb up this hill and boom, we're going to be on Tacoma Mall Boulevard, which is suddenly busy businesses.
Yeah. So one thing you may have noticed is like driving through those residential neighborhoods is there are very few stop signs. So most of the intersections are either those roundabouts that we went through, or you just have to be careful, be cautious.
Yeah, that's a weird thing about Tacoma. Those little side streets like that, there's no yield sign, there's no stop sign, so really know the rules, right?
Well,
give the right of way to the person.
If you like that video, give us a thumbs up. Tap that little bell so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Share this one with a friend, and if there's a video topic you would like to see, put it in the comments. I'll be sure to check it out for you, and bye for now.
Take care.